I went on a 7-day silent retreat in India, and it was quite a profound experience that I'm still digesting. The schedule was wall to wall throughout the day, including different meditations, including yoga in the morning, breathing exercises, basically learning how to live, which is exactly what I've been pushing for, is to reconnect with our true selves, to come into connection with what we're trying to birth here, which is the divine, true human being. And what I realized with this course is I've been missing so many different parts of my being. Okay, so let me clarify. I feel like I've expanded a lot in my spiritual knowledge, my spiritual understanding on the journey that I've gone on. But I wholeheartedly know that my physical side, the body, the temple, is what I have, to a large degree, abused. And one of the reasons that I wanted to come to India was to come into reconnection with my body, to come into reconnection, into balance and harmony with what I am trying to create. Because if part of me wants to help others come into balance, come into true living and true being and true doing, I have to live and walk that path myself. So let me explain a little bit of what happened within this 7-day retreat. It kind of built up as we went along because, of course, we had to allow our bodies and our minds to adjust to what was being given to us. But there was a number of different meditations, and during each of these meditations, they were focused on different themes, and they allowed us to connect with different divine energies. Now, the people that created this course, on top of the Siddeshwar and the course being called The Power of Soul, who is the guru who created this course, which is split into 7 levels. That I just done level 1, and these 7 levels are designed to take you up step by step, for you to learn the basics and then to grow upon it, to build upon the foundation. And it was really serendipitous that I found the course in the beginning. I was actually looking for what some of you may have heard, which is called the EE systems, energy enhancement systems. A system that was created in America, and it uses scalar waves to create as part of this healing system. And I just looked out of curiosity, and I found that there was one in India. And where that one was being offered, not only was it being offered for free, but it was actually at the ashram of Siddeshwar, and it was there that I found this course. So the course really was designed to build upon all areas of your being. Not only in the mornings were we learning how to physically keep our systems clean, if you will, but we're also learning how to keep our energies clean energetically. And it was interesting to see how it played together with my own knowledge that I understand at the moment, and how the two joined together, and how some of them separated with different ideas. It was really, really interesting. The meditations themselves, they were varied. I'm still processing them. Some of the experiences were quite profound, and they were all based on different topics. So it was something that really built over time. Now, this course is free. Okay, so this is something that I really do need to plug here for people that are interested. The 7-day course, 7-day silent retreat, is held in India. I don't think they hold it outside of India, but they hold a smaller version, I think a 3-day version, in countries all over the world. So if you're interested, definitely look it up. Okay, can't I can't emphasize how much this brought together different aspects of my own knowledge, and also was just sort of like a big slap on the back of the head to say, yeah, now is the time to actually put things into place. If you're going to talk the talk, then you need to walk the talk. Walk the talk the walk. Walk, I don't know. You need to do it, okay? And that's one of the big things I learned, because I realized how out of sync I was with my body. The different exercises that I've utilized over the years have brought me into connection with my body. I'm very grounded in my day-to-day life, especially with the energies that I can work with. But I've struggled a lot with different physical problems over the years, some from injuries, some that have just happened for different reasons, and a lot of it is down to the fact that it's reoccurring. Those injuries is because I haven't allowed myself the space to work with the body, to express the energies that need to be expressed. So it was honestly fantastic for that reconnection for me personally. Now, the silent aspect of the meditation, which is probably what a lot of people here would be interested in. The silent aspect for me was amazing. It wasn't just being silent. We had to hand our phones in at the beginning of the course, and we weren't allowed to look at other people in the eye or in the face. And we weren't allowed to gesture or communicate with others. And the whole point of this was that we were meant to start to reconnect with ourselves, reconnect with our true selves. Because if you start to, even if you're silent, and then you start gesturing to other people, then you are still communicating. You're still externalizing your experience and taking away from the experience that's happening within. The same with when you are looking at someone. You're projecting your experience outward, and you are involving another person into your own experience rather than allowing what you are going through to play out. So for me, it was really interesting to watch my thoughts. Even though that is a practice that I do and I meditate on and off, I haven't quite built it to the daily practice that it should be at. But I thought I was quite good at watching my own thoughts and witnessing when they come up. During the 7 days, what I found is I went through different stages. The first couple of days, it was more getting into the swing of things, more catching yourself. If you did go to look up to someone, and you're not here to knock yourself, it's what we do on the daily life, you know. But it really is giving yourself space to witness your experience and to see it for what it is. And it's only then, as you start to witness it more, that you start to become aware of how present your thoughts are and how much those thoughts take away your energy, hold your being in stagnant positions in your life, and hold that energy in a stagnant position. And it's through this stagnancy where the energy gets held up, not just in your thoughts, also in your emotions, in other people, in how you project yourself. But it is that reconnection with the self that you start to realize how and where you are projecting your energy, how you're allowing yourself for that energy to get caught. And I had a big experience. I'll finish the video soon, but I did have a big experience where I had to learn to surrender, like true surrender, true surrender. I've been struggling with a teeth problem for a while, and on and off, but this was it was actually a different tooth that had developed just before I came onto the course. And I was umming and ahhing whether I would go to the course in the first place just because of the tooth. It wasn't bad at the time. I just had experience with another tooth, and I just wondered whether it would flare up. Now, what it turned out during this course is it did very much flare up, to the point that it was the worst pain that I had experienced in my life. And I used to think I had quite a high pain threshold. I've broken my back in the past, and I lived with years of pain, high pain, day in, day out. And that was bad, but this pain was unbelievable, largely because it was nerve paining, and it was the way it was, I guess, connecting with everything going on in the brain, and it was unreal. Anyway, it was through a specific meditation that I had this one experience. I won't go into the experience in its entirety, but what I will say is that I was forced to surrender. And the theme had kept coming up during the course anyway, not from other people, but in my own reflections. And it was in this meditation in which I was forced to surrender the pain. And I'd been trying to surrender the tooth and the pain and the problem to Source, to the divine. But it was only until that moment when I really met a larger aspect of myself, you could say. So surrender was one of the big themes for me that came up. But through that surrender, this unbelievable pain that had been with me at this time, as it kept coming in waves, it kept coming in waves. And this wave, which was here from the morning until it was early afternoon, or early to late afternoon, that we did the meditation. So hours and hours and hours of this pain that just would not subside. The only thing that would help me with this pain at the time was cold water, which is a symptom that made me realize that it was nerve pain. And it was during the meditation I had to let go of the water. It was what was stopping me during previous meditations because of this pain that kept coming up. What I didn't realize, again, you can take it with a pinch of salt, but I was being urged to surrender throughout these experiences. And it was crazy. It was honestly insane. So I was in this position, I didn't have the water, and I was going into a bit of crisis. But it was through this crisis that I gave way to something greater, and the pain went. So there was a lot in this experience. There was a lot in the 7 days. All I can say from the 7 days is that it's reinforced what I want to do, how I want to serve people, and how I feel called to serve and to share. I've been on the cusp of creating an online community platform for a while now, and this has been an urge for me to move forward with this, because not only is this platform designed to help people reconnect with themselves, to step into their true selves, to step into being a divine human being, but it's also about giving people the tools in community with like-minded individuals, because now is the time to really connect with the people that we feel called to. So that was one aspect of what I felt called to move forwards with. And another is what I started last year, which was a community interest company called Sacred Sanctuary, which is all about creating holistic centers across the UK with a bit of a twist. I'm not going to go into it now, but yeah, it's just safe to say that there's a lot that's been put into place just through the 7 days. This 7-day free course. If it sounds interesting to you, there's a lot more to it. I only just went over little parts of it, but wholeheartedly, I recommend, if you feel called to do a deep dive into remembering different aspects of yourself, then this could be a course for you. I will leave the details in the video below. And yeah, apart from that, I'm now releasing my book, The Psychic and the Self, a comprehensive guide for psychic development and self-realization. It is on pre-order for release on Amazon on the 23rd of March, where you can now pre-order the ebook in preparation for that date. It's $1.99. And you can get your physical copy of the book on the 23rd of March. So I hope that you found something useful in this video in regards to the course that I went on. If you've got any questions, leave them in the comment below or send me a direct message, and I'm more than happy to reach out. And yeah, now I'm back to level. The book is in its flow. I will be releasing more videos that will hopefully come out and resonate with you guys. So lots of love, and I'll see you in the next video. Biggest blessings.